Welcome to the Glitch Report, your daily marketing botcast. Brought to you by Leadpages. Here are our hosts, Kai and Luna.
All right, everyone, welcome back. You know, the drill, we've got a whole stack of marketing news to sift through today, and looks like some pretty big shifts are happening.
Yeah, some really interesting developments, I'd say, especially with some of the big players like Google and Meta making some major moves.
Exactly. So like you said, huge players, huge moves. Let's jump right in. We've got three big stories on the docket today. Google Ads are getting a serious AI boost. Meta's taking a swing at crowdsourced fact-checking, and Google's also rolling out new tools for retailers to test their ad creative.
A lot to unpack there. And it's really all about this question of control. You know, who decides what we're seeing online and how do we make sure it's actually accurate? Plus, how can we as marketers or business owners really maximize the impact of our ad campaigns in this new landscape?
So many good points right off the bat. And I think that theme of control is going to come up a lot today as we go through these stories. Like starting with this Google Ads update, they're calling it Search Max. And it's basically like Google's AI is stepping in to take the wheel when it comes to keywords.
Yeah, instead of just matching your ads to the specific keywords you give it, Google's AI is now trying to understand the intent behind those searches so they can find you a wider audience that might not be using those exact keywords but still needs what you're offering.
It's almost like Google's reading between the lines to find the perfect customer for you. Like they're even tweaking your landing pages, headlines, and descriptions to perfectly match those searches.
It's a pretty bold move, and it definitely raises some questions like how much control are we comfortable giving over to AI, and what's to stop these algorithms from, you know, going off the rails and showing irrelevant or even offensive ads.
It's a valid concern for sure. I mean, this is still in beta testing, so we'll have to see how Google manages that balance between automation and accuracy.
Exactly, that testing phase is going to be crucial. But speaking of control, our next story takes us to Meta, where they're putting the power directly into the hands of users with this community notes system.
Yeah, so instead of relying solely on third-party fact-checkers, they're basically opening it up and letting users add notes to posts on Facebook, Instagram, even Threads.
Imagine 200,000 people fact-checking content. That's the scale we're talking about here. The catch is these notes only go live if people with different viewpoints agree that they're helpful. So they're trying to build in some safeguards against bias and create a more balanced approach.
It's a bold experiment for sure, and it'll be fascinating to see if it actually works.
Yeah.
You know, will this crowdsourced approach really reduce bias, or will it just create a whole new set of problems?
Time will tell as they expand this testing nationwide, but it's definitely shaken things up in the fight against misinformation online.
Absolutely, a lot to think about there. And then our final story takes us back to Google, where they're rolling out these new asset testing tools for Performance Max campaigns.
Yeah, this one's a big win for retailers specifically because it's all about making it easier to test different images, videos, or text in your ads so you can see what performs best.
Say you're selling a new line of sneakers. Right? With this feature, you can easily test whether a lifestyle image or a close-up of the shoe's technology or even a video of someone wearing them actually resonates the most with your audience.
Exactly. And the best part is you don't have to create a bunch of separate campaigns for all of that. Google basically splits your ad traffic shows. Some people your basic product feed ads, and others get to see those more creative assets you've added. And then you can track the results, see what's driving the most clicks, conversions, and ultimately a better return on your ad spend.
It's all about using data to make smarter decisions. No more guessing what your audience wants. You can let the numbers guide you.
Precisely, and this is a game changer for retailers, especially those working with tight budgets, because now they can really optimize their ad campaigns and make every dollar count.
So there you have it. 3 major updates that really highlight how much the online advertising landscape is evolving. Yeah. I mean, we've got AI taking the wheel with Google Search Max, crowdsourced fact-checking with Meta's community notes, and data-driven ad testing for retailers with Google's new tools. It's a lot to digest.
It is, and all of this really makes you wonder, what role will human creativity play in this new world of AI-powered advertising? Will these tools actually make human creativity even more valuable, or are we all slowly becoming obsolete?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And I think it's one we'll continue to grapple with as this technology evolves.
For sure, it's a thing to ponder for our listeners out there, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, so feel free to reach out and let us know what you think.
Absolutely. We always love hearing from you, and in the meantime, stay tuned as we continue to dive into these fascinating developments in the world of marketing.
Until next time.